Welcome to Information Center. Special casual leave to railway employees for meetings of Trade Union Federation. Grant of special casual leave to railway servants for attendance at meetings extras of the trade unions federations. First, P&M meetings at the zonal level and divisional level. A. Meetings are held quarterly at the zonal level and once in 2 months at the divisional level. B. P&M meetings at the railway boards level. Attendance treated as duty. However, for discussion at board level, no issues arising out of P&M meetings, special casual leave will be granted to the representatives. C. Representatives attending the P&M meetings at the zonal divisional level should be given special casual leave to enable them to be available at the place of P&M meeting 1 day in advance of the date of meeting for consultation amongst themselves and for the days of the meetings. Second, organizational meetings at the zonal level. Third, organizational meetings of affiliated federations. Fourth, staff side consultations connected with joint council meeting at the national level under the JCM scheme. Special casual leave of not more than 5 days in a year to a railway servant who is a member of the joint council to be granted at the request of the leader of the staff side. In addition, leader of the staff side and one secretary from the staff side designated as such by the leader may be granted special casual leave of not more than 10 days in a year for preparing staff side cases. Admissibility of special casual leave on different occasions. Meetings of zonal union. First, special casual leave is admissible to all members of the working committee for meetings of the working committee. Second, A. Special casual leave is admissible to the members of the General Central Council for attending the meetings of General Central Council and meetings of the General Body at the rate of 1 member for every 1250 members. B. Special casual leave is also admissible to delegates availing the meetings provided that the delegates availing of their own passes and PTOs for attending the meetings provided that the delegates to whom the special casual leave is granted does not exceed the number at the rate of 1 for every 1000 members. These facilities will be granted for not more than 5 meetings in a year of all the bodies together. Third, in addition to the limit of 5 meetings mentioned In the letter of 9/3/1971, the additional facility of special casual leave may be extended to the reorganized railway unions for a maximum of 2 more working committee meetings as and when the request for the same is received from them. Meetings of Divisional Union. First, special casual leave admissible to all the members of the Divisional Executive Committee for 2 meetings in a year, for 2 more meetings in the year which would be held in conjunction with meetings under the PNM and extra days special casual leave, either for the day before or after the PNM meeting is admissible. This facility is admissible to all the members, including those who may not attend the PNM meeting. Second, where there is no divisional executive committee, the facility of special casual leave is admissible to all members of the divisional council comprising of divisional office bearers, branch secretary of each branch of the union in division, and representatives elected by each branch. 5 members in addition to the office bearers will be eligible for special casual leave for 1 day for 6 meetings in a year. Meetings of branch council. First, 5 members in addition to the office bearers will be eligible for special casual leave for 1 day for 6 meetings in a year. Second, office bearers of the unions attending meetings of the union federations may be allowed to combine special casual leave when granted for union federation proposes bill regular leave just before commencement or immediately after the expiry of regular leave, each case being decided on merits. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe Information Center and like and share this video. Thank you.